Welcome to Portugal, a country that is full of surprises. From its stunning coastline and historic landmarks, to its vibrant culture and delicious food and drinks. Today we're exploring Porto, one of Portugal's most charming cities and a place that is known for its colorful streets, friendly people, and world-famous port wine. Porto is a city that is steeped in history, with its century-old buildings and landmarks that reflect its rich past as a center for trade and commerce. From the iconic Dom Luís Bridge to the historic Ribeira district, there's so much to see and explore in Porto. But Porto is also a city that's full of life, with a vibrant art and culture scene, bustling markets and cafes, and a food and drink culture that is second to none, from fresh seafood to local cheese, and of course, the world-famous port wine. Porto is a place where your taste buds will come alive. So join us on this journey through Portugal as we explore the rich history, meet its friendly people, and discover the many surprises that this beautiful country has to offer. Come on, let's go.
As we speak, I believe that England and Portugal now are allies on paper.
So the tour guide was just explaining what you can see from this vantage point. They call this the second hill or Victory Hill, if I remember right. That is the main cathedral and the first hill of Portugal, originally called Cali, and of course Port. So it was Port Cali and eventually became Portugal. All right, so the tour guide was telling us about all the wineries right here and cellars. You can't probably see them, but all the names are sort of English names, and the reason is Portugal gifted England a bunch of vineyards a couple hundred kilometers over there after the English helped them defeat Napoleon and kick him out of the country. And the reason that port wine became port wine is because it didn't ship to England very well as regular wine. So they upped the alcohol content, helped with the shipping process, and in the meantime made it really sweet because they kept the fermentation time very short. So port wine is really very young wine and brandy dumped on top.
Very, very sweet because we tried last night.
It is very sweet, yeah. He said in Portugal a lot of people drink it as like a cocktail with tonic water, so maybe I'll try that later. So this placard here is dedicated to all the survivors and the victims of the Portuguese Inquisition. 1496 is when it started. Back then this was the Jewish quarter, and to help protect themselves and hide the fact that they were Jewish, they would hang fake pork salamis out their windows, but they were made out of chicken. And of course, the history doesn't get much prettier from there. This tour guide is really good at explaining the history. So this is a really famous tower here in Porto. You can climb the tower for about €8, 225 steps to the top. And it only took 35 years to build this whole church and tower. So right over here where we're gonna go check out is that really famous bookstore that you want to go see, yeah babe?
Yes, they have a like
Spiral staircase, and it's supposed to just be one of the most beautiful bookstores in the world. And allegedly, parts of Harry Potter are based off of this bookstore or connected to it in some way. So all these people are just waiting in line to go to the bookstore.
And it's always the same.
Yeah.
Always busy, always a line to go.
It looks like you got to get tickets. Enter at 12 o'clock, 11:30 entrances. So this is the famous bookstore. Spent a ton of money. A rich family bought it at one point, refurbished it, put that unbelievable staircase inside, but we are not waiting an hour, maybe an hour and a half in line to go see it. But they say the 8-meter long stained glass window on the ceiling is unbelievable.
And what did they say? What is the 3 letters on it? What is it? That means in English?
I forgot. Something about work.
Dignity and work.
Dignity and work, yes, is what the stained glass window says. Well, not every day on vacation is perfect. Bit of a heavy rain today. So this is actually the second most popular spot here. It's a giant McDonald's. We're gonna go check it out just for a reason to get out of the rain. for a second here. Oh, it is raining something fierce. Oh, wow.
For a McDonald's.
See why they call this the most beautiful McDonald's. It is cute. Oh, you can get beers here too. Oh, there's a big old downstairs. Beautiful, huh? Chandeliers, stained glass.
Not working. Not working.
So this used to be the Imperial Cafe, and in the 1930s when it was going out of business, or in the 1990s when it was going out of business due to the collapse of the banking and financial sector that we're in right now, the only person who asked to buy it was McDonald's. And the only way they could is they had to promise not to change anything and to leave the architecture and the design just the way it was. And that's how you end up with such a beautiful McDonald's. Well, the tour guide was just telling us some more about the bookstore and how basically most of the connections to Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling are just internet BS. She did.
He said if you come to Porto and you don't know what to do, just write an email to things to do Porto, no things to do in Porto, just things to do Porto, and then don't reply. Just in 3 minutes you're gonna have a long list with everything you can do.
Yeah, it's like a cool reply email. It tells you all sorts of things to do in Porto. So J.K. Rowling did live in Porto for a while as an English teacher. She got married, had a child, didn't work out. And people just sort of built up a mythological story about that bookstore and her writing the first couple of chapters of Harry Potter there. But her response was, never heard of the bookstore, never been there. Just to let you know, all of this was €9.10. So a little, I don't know, I think it was like some sort of fish in like a little croquette and 2 of the little pastries, 2 coffees, not bad for €9.
You wanna try your pastry?
Yeah, these are good. They're like, this is a Portuguese pastry, has like a phyllo dough and a cream inside.
Pastel de nata.
Pastel de nata. They're good. They're like creme brulee.
They're kind of like creme brulee, but the pastry,
the pastry is different.
It's so much different, and they taste very good. It's my favorite.
So Andre, the tour guide, just gave us a great explanation about Portuguese history and the Portuguese flag, what the symbolism on it is. And now we are in the most beautiful train station in Porto. It's known for this beautiful blue tile. There's over 20,000 of them in here. So beautiful. And they say if you look closely, not every tile is placed in the right spot. In fact, you can see right up here in the sky, some of the tiles are the wrong direction. So the colorful panels on top are the evolution of transportation in Portugal. Panel right here with the train is the last one, and this is the first one, Romans. It's supposed to be Romans before Christianity, and the next is Romans after. Down here is the Christians, when the Christians overtook the Moors panels over there. The history in here is unbelievable, and Andre is wonderful at telling the stories.
This was signed on paper as the Treaty of the
murals in here and the tile work is unbelievable. They all tell a different story. The story of Portuguese first colony, the story of how Portugal and England became allies in the 14th century. I'll tell you what, if I recommend to do anything in any city you visit, these free walking tours, you can find them in every city we've gone to, are unbelievable. So we're just taking a quick walk through one of the subway stations to avoid some of the rain. This one is absolutely beautiful. It's a gorgeous station. They have a little local art exhibit, it looks like. I don't know, very destructive. I don't know what this exhibit's supposed to be about. So I think it's pictures from the Russia-Ukrainian war. So as just explained to us, here in Porto also, you don't have to buy train or bus tickets. You can just use your debit or credit card and tap the machine as you enter, and it will just charge you the right fare amount. Super easy. He was telling us about the 500 bus as well, which goes along out to the coast and up the coastline. And if you're looking for some beach time or surfing, that's the bus he said you take, that 500 bus. All right, so we're here at Bio Lounge. It was recommended to us by Andre. In fact, here he is right now walking with a couple of the other people. The port wine tastings here are relatively cheap. You can get a tasting of 4 different ports for €6, or the large tasting is 7 different ports, or I think 5 different ports and 2 wines for €12. So really moderately priced and a beautiful little cafe. Let's go try it. All right, so we got our flights. These are the white wines, and then they work their way up to rosé. These are aged 1 to 2 years in the wine, then they add the brandy in, and these are aged up to 7. And they're all about just under 20% alcohol volume. And these are your port wines. Go ahead and try one, baby.
For some reason, I got 5 wines. I don't know why. They told me like I need to get drunk or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this. It tastes like beer.
Okay.
Do you wanna try it? You try it.
Let me try
the
it.
same one.
It does taste a lot like a beer. But if beer was 20% liquor, you'd be in a lot of trouble. It's not bad though, huh?
Okay, I'm gonna try the next one. Do I have to finish before I try another one? To the camera. This is sweeter, but they are so strong. If I drink all of this, I'm gonna be drunk, and you have to drag me out of this place.
That's why they have bolts around here. So we're gonna hang out, have a little bite, get drunk, and have fun. So this is the tonic port. Yeah, premium, yes. This is the show. They put some essence in it, some smoke. International star, soon to be on YouTube. Yes, you are. This man has talent. So this is just one of the different pork tonics they make.
My premium pork tonic. Without this, I've got more recipes.
Yeah. So this is a premium. He has all sorts of different recipes. This looks amazing. I might have to try one myself here. That looks amazing. Wonderful job. So one of the groups behind us ordered the ham and cheese platter here, and just look how it comes out. I believe it's €36. Is that right?
This port.
Yeah.
The mixed port is 18.
18 euros for two people.
Because they are good quality products. We all use the good ham. We don't use the normal.
You can see the
These are good as well.
top quality cheese. The ham is unbelievable. I mean, look at it. You got the whole pig's foot here. How much better can you get?
Yeah, this is a premium port, premium white. Stays in the barrel from day one. So that's the main difference, and the age, of course. Okay, let's go then. So now the process is burning the star anise, dry star anise. As dark as they are, better, because it starts a bit more flavor. And the goal is to have the glass white. One is flamed. Okay. Now we're gonna chill with a bit of ice. What the ice does is unleash the flavor a bit faster. The burning process is just to accelerate the process of the flavor. That's the difference between putting star anise without doing anything or just burning it. I use a sparkling tonic because you can use a flat tonic if you want, the Fever Tree or whatever, but the sparkling one is better because it gives a bit more balance between the sweetness and the bitter. We pour the tonic like this, so what it does is it keeps the sparkling a bit longer. So if you pour it directly, the ice will burn the sparkling. That's why we do it. Now with the cinnamon. The cinnamon, what it does is it's going to seal the glass. Okay. There you are, sir. Thank you very much. Go and take this. Thank you.
Wow. I don't know how much it is, but it's worth every penny.
Seems like it's orange.
Yeah,
It tastes like orange.
a little orange. A little. It's good? Yeah, that's pretty good. If you're in Porto, you gotta try one of these. Hey baby, what did you think of Via Lounge?
I like it. I like only one type of wine, and then I like the big one, the one with the fire.
Yeah, the tonic.
I like that tonic, even I don't like tonic water, tonic anything. I like that one.
It was really good. And for 8 euros for that cocktail, unbelievable with the show. All right, we're gonna go, are we gonna take the 500 bus or go to the hotel?
We're gonna take the 500 bus and go to the beach. While it's raining.
It can't be raining at the beach. It's illegal.